Hey, how you do? How you doing? How's it? It's been a bit. I said I was gonna make this video a little while back, and then things happened, and we'll get into those things. We'll get into what happened. But yeah, you read the title of the video correctly. I can't really believe it myself. I'm a lot more active, or I was at least a lot more active on Instagram as opposed to YouTube. I want to get better at making videos. I used to really love editing, and then I fell into kind of a slump. But we're gonna adjust that. We're gonna move forward as people. We're gonna talk about some shit that happened. So this is kind of surreal, isn't it? This is just, I'm still kind of in the shock phase of everything. So I myself am pretty perplexed. Well, no, maybe that's not the right word, but just surprised that this happened. I'm a pretty impulsive person, and I'm making this without a script because I feel like if I do try to make a script, or if I am like, oh, I'll do this later, or oh, I'll work on this first, then this video is never gonna get done. So I'm just, you're gonna sit in your chair and you're gonna record your YouTube video and you're gonna like it. So I apologize for those who have waited 30 years. It's been 84 years since Melody said she'd make the Rotten Harmony retrospective video. But I'm here. I live. I'm alive. I bust through your walls. Hey! What's up, baby girl? So I want to talk about a few things about just the current state of the comic, the award, of course, and just kind of comprise a video of things that I've talked about regarding Rotten Harmony, some things I haven't talked about, some things that I want to kind of publicize about, just stuff that happened in my life that pertains to the comic and the status of chapter 2. Okay, so if you follow me, or if you've discovered my stuff through Draft Horses, subscribe to Draft Horses, by the way. Love my homies. I am a horse artist. My name is Melody. Oh shit, I should probably introduce myself for those. Hi. Oh shit. Sorry. I kind of just assumed, hey, you guys know who I am. Don't you know who I am? Comedian, artist, entrepreneur, creature extraordinaire. So hello, I am Melody Melancholy. I'm kind of just everywhere. I've been on the internet for over a decade now, but I think I started becoming an internet celebrity. Instagram was kind of the place where the ball got rolling for me, and then I kind of just mitosis onto spread myself onto other social media sites. I make art. I make cartoons. In 2022, January, I made a comic completely on impulse. Because impulse, I grew up reading a lot of Ask Pinkamena, or reading course fanfiction like Cupcakes. I've mentioned this also briefly on Draft Horses, but that was kind of my first baby's first horror media, and so horse horror, as I've decided to dub it, has always had a special place within my heart, and I've always kind of wanted to do my own little spooky thing involving horses, but I had a few ideas. I wanted to make a Tumblr Ask blog, and then I ran out of steam there. That, and there was just some stuff involving the story that I didn't like. But then I decided to just think what is the worst thing that could happen to these main 6 characters? and how do I just put them through misery? And so that's just that's the basic premise of Rotten Harmony, is that, and then that just spiraled into what it is now. The reason why I haven't made this video sooner is health issues that I've run into, which we're gonna get into probably after this bit, as well as just I've always really I don't know what's been up with me. I've always found the idea of making content and making videos very exciting, but lately there's just been this fucking worm in my head that's like, what makes you think you're fucking special? You have nothing important to say, you have nothing of value to share, and that like just feels, it's just like, I just get this like big despair gloom over my head after I hear that. And so I've been trying to give myself like affirmations like, you are a YouTube celebrity, or just like not taking it that seriously, because bro, let's be real, the world is not gonna stop spinning if I make a little horse video. My life isn't gonna collapse if I make a little silly YouTube video. I think well, it's, oh my god, I'm gonna get deep with this a little bit. I hope you guys don't mind. But if you want to get deep with it, it's like you think about how small we are in the grand scheme of things in the universe, and I feel like a lot of people think about that and they're like, oh, I'm so insignificant, I'm so small. But I feel like that insignificance, or that at least feeling insignificant, is all the more reason to do the things that you love, or just to do stupid shit that's harmless just for fun. Like, if it no one is going to like suffer incredible bodily harm or discomfort because I made a horse comic. I mean, hopefully. I put trigger warnings on there in case some of the stuff on there is like too, not spicy, but like just, I don't know. There's some depictions of mental health in the comic, so if that's not your thing, then maybe don't read it. I try to be pretty clear with the stuff that I make, having themes that are a little heavy, that depict like mental health or mental health struggles, or because I've spent a lot of my life getting freaked out by pieces of media that failed to do that for me, and so I feel like I owe it to the people who are similar to me, who also get spooked by media that they consume, or they want to consume certain pieces of media, but they also have limits and they want to be, how do I consume this in a way that's safe for me and won't cause me to like have a panic attack or make me stressed? I don't know. Maybe that resonates with some of you guys. I also just think about like, oh, everyone else is sharing their opinions online. What makes you so special? And it's not really about being special. It's about just like you witnessing my existence, you witnessing other people witnessing that I was here and I happened. We're getting deep in this horse video. Look at the brain. I'm getting deep with it and I look like this. I try to be nothing matters / positive, because those thoughts do come and go, but if they are gonna appear, I'd rather twist them into something positive than just being like, oh, nothing matters, sad face. I want to make things, I want to do stuff with my life, and just moping about it isn't really gonna get me to do the things that I want to accomplish. So anyway, now we're gonna get into it. So for legal reasons, I was not allowed to disclose this technically, but now I can because of all the legal stuff it's done and over with, so I can talk about it, not completely, but to an extent where I can actually tell you guys what happened. In 2023, I got in a pretty shitty car accident. Honestly, it feels like Murphy's Law, the way that everything just kind of turned out. I was still in college at the time. I graduated now, by the way. Whee! I was driving up to the dorms with my mother, and I was having like a panic attack the whole time. I was just being anxious, and during a panic attack that I was having, we got rear-ended. I ended up hitting my head on some part of the car, and unfortunately, because of that accident, I have a TBI. For my non-medically inclined besties, that means traumatic brain injury. What does that mean? So, in the initial accident, I was concussed. I did have a concussion. My concussion symptoms lasted longer than the doctors would have liked. And when that happens, that's usually a sign of a brain injury. I'm okay. I'm fine. I don't have any internal bleeding or hemorrhaging. I had to get an MRI. That was crazy. That was my first MRI. Baby's first MRI. That was wild to go through. I experienced a lot of depersonalization. It got weirdly dissociative at times. I remember laying in bed and feeling like someone took an ice cream scoop and just scooped out the front part of my face. I have no way of explaining that. I have no explanation for why that happened or the sign. I don't have any neurological knowledge to explain why that experience happened. I don't want to get too much into it. There would be times where I was just like, I cannot leave the house. I cannot be seen by other people. And to this day, I'm still kind of struggling with it, but I feel like I've finally, after how many years? This happened in 2023, like 3 years, where I'm finally getting to a point where I'm like, air quote, stable. I believe that happened right after I finished the interlude chapter. I started focusing more on my original project, Dona Dona, because unfortunately the accident did bring up a lot of thoughts regarding my own mortality and just what do I want to make before I die. That was a lot of questions going through my head at the time. And Dona Dona is that story kinda has a lot of themes pertaining to death, and I can't remember what the name of the phobia surrounding death. I'll put it on screen. There's a certain character in the series that kinda deals with thoughts around, or just his own little character arcs around stuff similar to that. So I think that's why I wanted to work on it, because there's all these thoughts and they have nowhere to go. It's so weird to look at art from the beginning of chapter 2 and I can just tell like, oh, it's not that I wasn't conscious, but I was like really brain fogged. I've also just gotten back into animating. I recently got my hands on TV Paint, and that has just reignited my love for animation all over again. So I want to make stuff pertaining to that. I already made a short talking about how I've been working on a cartoon. You're gonna see a clip right now.
Have a game.
Yeah, I'm usually, this is kind of like a blessing and a curse, because I always love working on a bunch of different projects, but oftentimes I might end up scattering myself, and I do apologize for that. I get a little frazzled, like there's too many things I want to work on. I'm sure some people have unfollowed me over the years because I just haven't kept up with Rod and Harmony as much as they would like, and that's understandable, you know? It's hard to kind of put into words, but I do want to express my sincerest gratitude to those who have stuck around, and because I do feel really bad. I wish I was more transparent. Well, also I couldn't be transparent because of the legal stuff, but I at least wanted to, I imagined I would try to keep people in the loop or keep my audience in the loop. With this, it was like there was some things just out of my control. Forces that were out of my control to where I couldn't really elaborate on what was going on. That and just the fact that it was just personal health things. I don't think it's right to just dump all this medical trauma, question mark? This just heavy medical stuff that I went through onto you guys. I didn't want to be a burden to people, and I didn't want to put my emotional weight on the internet for other people to carry or help me carry, because that's not your guys' job. I'll be okay, I have my own support system. Another big thing that changed from the accident was just, I have to wear glasses now. I've had reading glasses, but that's about it. But now I have to wear glasses permanently, forever. So what happened was, on impact, you know how in car accidents people usually get whiplash injuries, so your head's kind of knocked around. So my eyes were actually knocked out of place, so they look ever so slightly in two different directions. I'll try to kind of put an image depicting on what that is, because it's kind of hard to explain verbally. My eyes look in two different directions, but it's not glaringly obvious. Hey, I explained this really poorly. Basically, my eyes ever slightly look in two different directions, but my brain can fix it naturally, but that's a conscious effort, so without my glasses my brain would just be constantly readjusting and fixing my vision while also just existing, which takes a lot of energy and stamina. So with the glasses, my brain doesn't have to naturally fix the vision, because the glasses just readjust things. Hope this helps. I realized I've done a lot of yapping about myself and not the comic, so enough chit chat about me. This isn't the Melody show, you didn't come to see Melody. You came to see the horses. I wanted to talk about a few things pertaining to the story, just questions that I've been asked repeatedly. Obviously, read Rotten Harmony if you haven't. There should be a link in the description. I don't know why there wouldn't be. So since making chapter 1, I've had a lot of people come up to me, not like physically, this is all online, but I've had a lot of people comment talking about how they have DID or some other kind of dissociation related condition, and they could really identify with the struggles that Pinky goes through. And I'm so honored that something I made touched the lives of so many people as well. I don't know, it's humbling. It makes me feel seen as well, because I based a lot of their interactions with each other on my own internal dialogue. I think I specifically based their big argument on a event that I went through. I'm not sure what that says about me. I haven't been diagnosed with something like that, so that's between me and God. A lot of people have also asked me if Pinkamena is supposed to be like an alter, or is she Pinky's conscience? Is she her ego? And to that I say, yes. Whatever role you think she is, or at least feels right to you, that's correct. That's what she is. Oh yeah, side note. I put I put Pinky and Mina in Tomodachi Life, and I'm trying to get them to hang out, but so far no. So far a little bit of luck. I recently had a talk with some of my homies and draft horses. They gave me a compliment on how I depicted Pink and Mina not as a serial killer, and I bring that up purely because that was so validated to hear. Because when I was writing that first chapter, I was like, I'm kind of sick of Pink and Mina being like, oh, I'm Pinky but crazy. Joker. I'm the Joker, baby.
I'm the Joker, baby.
I wanted to talk about interpersonal relationships as well as mental health, especially in the first chapter. And I don't think you could really do that with a Jared Leto, oh, I'm crazy, lol XD type character. I don't think that's a very appropriate depiction of just mental illness in general. I feel like that's a very surface level interpretation as well. I feel like there's only so much you can take the character before it's just kind of flat, cardboard. I apologize if this, I really hope I don't sound pretentious about this horse comic. I put a lot of thought into it. I really love these characters, and I wanted to make something with them. I've wanted to for a while, and I think, I made this comic on impulse, and I think it kind of shows. But I'm still very proud with what I've accomplished and what I've made with it. Funny story actually. I had a careers teacher in college, and that teacher actually scared me from posting original work online because he was like, oh, it's gonna be stolen by someone. I mean, if that is a concern for you, I would say just fuck it, post it anyway. Watermark that shit, I just, it gets to a point where you just gotta say, I'm tired of being scared. I want my stuff to be out there. Or you could just make fan art, which is, because he said that, I was like, well, I want to get better at writing characters, at writing character interactions, but you can't just make things in your head. I believe you do have to physically, well, it depends on what type of writer you are, right? I think you do have to put pen to paper and just write out character interactions, or draw character interactions, and write dialogue and write stories, because that's the only way. At the end of the day, you're not gonna get better at writing unless you write things. And so I kind of I asked myself, what are characters that I feel like I know pretty well to the point where I could make something with them and just kind of practice that way. And then Rotten Harmony happened. So, that teacher kind of sucked, but he's partially the reason why Rotten Harmony exists, so I'm sorry everybody, but we have to say thank you, Melody's career teacher. If you want actual advice on posting your stuff online, there's resources out there. I also want you to know, especially with all the AI stuff going around, that when you make an image, you don't need to file a copyright or anything. It's just already yours. It's purely for the fact that you made it with your hands. That's the reason well, actually, I'm not sure if this is the definite reason, but I believe, or at least I assume, that that's why AI art is not considered copyrightable, or not considered you can't create copyright based on AI properties, purely because of, you're making things based off of stolen media, stolen talent. Therefore, purely the act of creation will give you credence to own something, or owning an image, owning a property. Also, maybe just ask a legal expert. I apologize. I'm not really in the position to give out legal advice. I'm more just telling you guys things that just make me feel better, and just I don't want to just sit in a shell and worry all day. I want to make things. Because making things is what brings me most joy in life, and I feel like people who try to scare people into not doing that are probably insecure about their own ability to create. What? Who said that? Oh my god! Did you guys hear that? It must have been the wind. What else did I want to say about Run Harmony? I have a sticker! Well, that's true. That's true. Alright. You stayed till the end of this video. You've been waiting very patiently, and here's your reward. So I post Rotten Harmony on a few places. I posted on Instagram, I posted on Twitter, and I posted on a site called fanon.com, or no, .co, excuse me. And the people on that site, on Fanon, asked me to self-nominate my comic for something they called the Clio Awards. Basically, you can self-nominate your work. It's nominated for a certain award category. They'll vote for their favorite comics. Oh my god, am I just a fanfic writer? Well, not just. I do other things, but I realized that I'm sorry, I had this realization that Rotten Harmony is basically just a visual horse fanfiction that I've been writing for the past several years. I don't know how to feel about that. So I nominated my comic for Angst, Emerging Creator, and Drama, I believe. I did not win Angst or Drama, but I ended up winning Most Loved in Emerging Creator, and I'm still reeling over the shock of that. I've never won any contests. This is the first award proper that I've ever really won, and I nominated the comic just being like, what the hell, let's see what will happen. And I am just so flattered by how many people voted for Rotten Harmony. I'm so flattered with how many people shared their love for the series. And oh, I filmed an unboxing video that I'm going to be inserting right here. Holy shit! I've never made a unboxing before. I've never really won anything before. I noticed this kind of reminds me, if anyone has seen any of those PR makeup box things. That's kind of what this reminds me of. Oh my god, okay. So this is the furthest I've gotten, is just opening it up, and ooh, they gave us stickers of their mascot. I'm not sure if their mascot is named Cleo or if that's just the name of the awards. But yes, I would like to know who drew these, Fanon. Please let us know, please. He's asking for a friend. And then some more stickers to go along with it. Some of these are really cute. Just the little, I'm sitting on my tripod so it doesn't fall over. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the award itself is here, but I'm gonna look at this stuff first. But yeah, let's save the best for last. Here, let me open this first. I'm honestly just still kind of in shock. I've never won anything in my life. That sounds a bit sad, but that's the truth of the matter. I've never really won a contest before. Oh, okay. It's a little guy. It's again another sticker of their mascot. This is like a lot of presentation, like a lot of work was put into how all this was presented, and I'm honestly surprised. I mean, I'm not necessarily sure what I was expecting because I don't really have a baseline to go by. Something like this has never really happened to me before. So I'm just very flattered. They gave me a sketchbook. Oh my goodness. I don't know why, I mean, oh my goodness, it's a Christian channel now. I'm looking forward to using this, thank you very much. That looks like it's everything aside from this. Before I unwrap this, I kind of want to preface that during the beginning of January, or sometime within January, the people at Fanon asked me to give them my shipping address. And I was like, huh, okay, what's that about? Will I actually be getting like a plaque or something? Because I wasn't necessarily expecting a plaque. Then they, all of a sudden, recently, they sent me a DM and saying that, hey, the trophy's heading your way. And then they sent me a little photo of what it was gonna look like, and I was like, holy shit. I don't know, do I start from, is it 432 or 234? I'm not sure. Here, I'm being so gentle. Oh my gosh. The shit. The shine, the shimmer. I might have to censor. This is very reflective. I might have to just censor my face. I don't want to dox myself. I wonder what did they. Oh my god. I wonder what did they use to like cast this? Is it? I wonder if they used resin? I wonder how this was made. The craftsmanship. But, oh my god. Most loved and emerging creator. Melody Melancholy. Holy shit. That's crazy. Here, I'm gonna end this and stick you guys in the light box. Here she is in my makeshift light box that I have going on here. Yeah, holy shit. This is crazy. Anyway, back to virtual Mel. So yeah, holy shit, that's great. It's crazy. This is I'm still kind of like reeling over the fact that it happened, and it's been a few months now. Shout out to all the people at Fanon. Thank you so much for just the opportunity and reaching out, and thank you to everyone who voted for Raw in Harmony, and thank you all for just your support. I've met so many kind people and people who just expressing their joy and just how much the comic meant to them, and it makes all my efforts worth it, you know? By the way, that is Spike dead in that one panel. Yeah, I mentioned this on Draft Horses, but yeah, I didn't really know what to do with Spike, so I just kinda killed him off. Sorry. Oopsie. I do feel like I'm at an award ceremony, like holding up my champagne, like, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. Joe, we did it. Someone commented, this was truly our run. The real harmony was the route we made along the way. You will see Rainbow Dash get her shit rocked. I promise it will happen. Eventually. It will happen eventually, don't worry. Also, everyone, I haven't mentioned much about the car accident, but just the people who have mentioned that they are willing to wait as long as it takes, as long as it will come out, purely with the hopes of my recovery, that I am incredibly honored and grateful for you guys and just the support that I've received. A part of me is I'm honest. I will also be mentioning, I'm going to need to re-upload the initial pages of Love is a Mighty Big Word, otherwise known as Chapter 2 of Rotten Harmony. I'm gonna have to repost that on Instagram because a lot of that artwork was made post-accident, and there's some details that are frustrating for me and I had to fix, and I can't. Just there's some stuff that really bugged me and I wasn't satisfied with just leaving it as is. I was like, I gotta fix this girl. So please look forward to that. Please look forward to my cartoon and my other endeavors here. Also, holy shit, thank you for over 20k subscribers. That's crazy. Thank you guys, holy shit. We have now capped the most followers I've had on any social media platform. YouTube did it. You guys did it. I felt like a YouTube celebrity when I had 1k. I remember when 1k was like the peak and I was like, oh my god. Because I am Mr. Beast. Subscribe if you want to. We talk about art here. We talk about cartoons here. I want to try making more videos just about art topics or art things. Maybe some gameplay, I don't know. I'll think of something that pertains to a cartoon that I'll make. It's also really nostalgic for me. Growing up, I wanted to be like a YouTuber, and I did kind of give up on those dreams, but I don't know. Maybe something will happen. Maybe it won't. I'm excited for what the future holds anyway. Ding! Friendship! Please look forward to my other bullshit that I have in store. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, gamers! I'll see you later. Bye-bye!